Righty. Happy Monday. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I certainly did. This is week 9, believe it or not, of our 16-week series. And
Wow.
I want to make sure, let me mute everybody. That will be helpful. There we go. Sound quality. There we go. Okay. So, yes, this is week 9 of our 16-week training series. And I want to make sure you guys know where to find them to either revisit them or watch them for the first time for those of you that I know sometimes have to work. Um, so HeidiWhitehair.com, if you go to BHIP at the top of the page, it will say training replays, and you can go there and you can get any of the replays along with the sheets that come with that. So a great place for you to go and make sure that you, like I said, rewatching them is always encouraged because the more you watch it, the more you learn. And I'll tell you, if you can't do the training yourself, you need to watch it. I'm just going to say that. The more you watch it, when you get to a point where you can do the training, then you've kind of arrived. But still, I think it's always good to continue to refresh. Even when I do these trainings every week, I've been doing this for 27 years, and it still refreshes me, reminds me of all the different things that are really important in building your business. So, for those of you that don't know, like I said, I've been in the business for 27 years and built a seven-figure income. And I did it by the principles I'm teaching in this 16-week series. So again, going back and revisiting those is always a great thing. So week 1 was sharing your personal story. That's your testimonial. There's nothing more powerful than your results, sharing those with other people, and always building your story. It's going to change and evolve over the years. I know mine has. And what has was important 27 years ago, the reason why I started, yes, is still true today, but I've added a whole lot of things on top of that in that time frame. So week 2 was about borrowing strength, and what borrowing strength is all about is maybe I don't have a great big weight loss story, but I'm talking to someone that really wants to maybe lose 100 pounds. I'm going to find someone in the company that I love their story, and I'm going to ask if I can borrow their strength, which just means to have them share their story personally, either on a three-way phone call, messenger message, something like that. Could be a three-way text message. Always voice is best. They're going to hear the passion. They're going to hear the effects, like how they feel about that transformation, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's about the business. Maybe you really don't know how to share the business opportunity or don't feel confident. When you borrow the strength of someone that does feel confident, you become more confident. And I'll tell you, the person you're borrowing the strength from, they become more confident as well. So it's a win-win-win all the way around. Number 3 was creating product confidence. And the way that you create that product confidence is to use the products every single day. And going back to week 1, building your story. So these all just build upon each other. And it's always something that you continue to do. We've been doing a mentoring Monday where we're habit stacking. And this is kind of what these are. It's stacking all these habits in order to build your business. Number 4, creating confidence in the compensation plan. Same concept. The more you know, the more you can explain all the just the simple highlights, not too much. If you give too much, people get really confused and a confused mind stops. So a great place to borrow strength is here, where someone that is confident enough to not throw up on someone, so to speak, share every detail that they think they know to where it becomes confusing. That person can be very confident in just sharing the highlights. So that's a great place to build or to borrow strength. Then there was week 5, ways to present the products, the opportunity, and everything in between. And week 6 was simple tools to build your business, all the different ways and means. This is not a business that you need to spend money to make money. Yes, you want your own personal story. So, yes, you're going to buy products, but you don't have to have big inventories. Although we're going to talk more about that tonight. You don't have to have a bunch of things that cost a lot of money. We create tools for you to utilize in your business each and every day for free. So it's a great place to go, or the resource center is coming, but in the meantime, you can go to HeidiWhitehair.com, There's some information sheets, postcards, all sorts of things that you can utilize totally for free. Week 7 was 10 reasons why following up with people is so critical. That's one I would revisit more times than 10 because following up is that important. And then week 8 was mastering the art of promotion, promoting the products, promoting the compensation plan, promoting yourself as a leader, lots of different things to promote. And promoting is just about sharing why you love it, sharing what works, the things, the reasons why you love either a particular product or a certain part of the compensation plan or all of it. Or maybe it could be a leader in the company, somebody that you really resonate and connect with. It's all of those things. And tonight, like I mentioned, we're going to talk about the 10 benefits of keeping inventory on hand in a home-based business. Um, this is something that when I got started, I got started with my products, the products I needed. I didn't know I was going to do a business. I didn't know anyone that did this. To me, it was like my husband called it a pyramid, which it totally is not. But I was not even sure I was going to do this past getting the results I was looking for on the products. And so inventory for me was like, no. But my husband recognized that when you have it on hand, some of the things I'm going to share with you tonight, he saw that before I did. And therefore, I did buy in, get inventory. So I had always have products on hand, and it was a great investment. But you do you. There's no box that you need to fit in this category. It's just there's reasons why to have inventory, and they are the following. So number one, you can service your customers right then and there. There's been more times than not that I have been in like a grocery store or the post office and or the school, the kids at school, and people would go, "Hey, do you got some of X on you?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's in the car. Let's go out. We'll meet in the parking lot." If I would have said, no, I got to go home and I bring it over to you, most of the time they would have said, oh, forget it, I'll just get it later. That's how that works. People are very instant, want it right now. So you can help someone right away instead of waiting also days for shipping. Okay, they have to go place the order, and sometimes just the act of doing all that is going to deter them from doing it right away. So that sense of urgency of having inventory is a big darn deal. You'll sell I don't even want to say twice as much, triple as much. It's like lots more than you ever would if you didn't have any. Number two, you'll never miss a sale. When someone is ready to buy, you are ready to deliver. So you're not going to lose that momentum with them. Number three, builds trust and credibility. Having products on hand shows you believe in what you offer and you use it yourself. So I remember when Ken said, I wanted to buy into the highest profit level to make the most money. And he was, like I said, the one that kind of suggested it to me. And I was like, well, what if? He goes, what if what? We'll use the products ourselves. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. So that tells people that. It tells people, oh, she's going to use the products no matter what. So she obviously believes in them. That's why she carries them on hand. It is interesting how many things people read between the lines without you actually saying it. It's like that leading by example in all you do. Actions speak louder than words. Number 4, creates quick wins and fast results. Customers can start immediately, helping them get fast results sooner. This is one that I have really noticed in people is that, like weight management. If someone wants to get started, they want to get started right now. They don't want to wait till next week because then they're on to some other shiny penny. It's just how people are. So when you can get them started right that day and then, do the following up, like we talked about how critical that is, you will have a customer most likely. I've had a lot of my customers literally for 27 years. So, and that's where that follow-up is critical. Number 5, easy sampling, easier sharing. If you have products on hand, even if you have someone come over, someone stop by and you're mixing up a pink drink, you can say, hey, you want a pink with me? And they'd be like, well, what is that? Well, great opportunity to share, mix it up. As you're sharing a little bit, hand it to them and let the product do its work. Number 6, boosts confidence in conversations. Using the products daily helps you speak from personal experience. And there's nothing more powerful than that. Anybody, well, not anybody, but a lot of people can be salesy. They can say the words, but my goal has always been for people to feel the words, feel that passion for me, feel the belief that I have in what I'm doing. I actually was talking to a few of you today at lunch, and I said, when I'm talking to someone and I'm giving you the gift of BHIP, this is a gift. It's not up to me what you do with it. This is it's up to me to give it to you, and then you decide what you're going to do. And my Aunt Sylvia, my favorite human on the face of the earth, always said it's not your business what people think of you. So your business, your job as a distributor is to share the products. And when you have the confidence to say, this is something I love, and I think you might too, that is way more powerful than something sitting on a shelf in a store, just sitting there with its cute label. So, boosting confidence in conversation using the products daily helps you speak from personal experience. Number 7, better customer retention. Happy customers who get results are more likely to reorder. So, getting them that instant result, the instant feeling of either energy or, whatever the thing is that they're looking for, they're going to want to continue. And then they're going to want to, um, continue to reorder because people buy products for who they become with that product, not because they know anything about the product. That's why you need to get the product in their body so they feel that. Number 8, supports local and last minute needs. This one's huge. People will call me and go, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know I opened my last B charge. Do you have any?" That is sense of urgency because they're ready. And I've had a few of you be like going through your houses like you're on crack or something because you are ran out of product. You don't ever do that. I learned a long time ago, I have my stash, my family stash. Nobody gets to use my family stash. And that is because I don't want to run out of product. I feel so good. I do not want to run out of my own personal product. And what kind of a distributor am I if I am not using products every day because I ran out? Not a very smart one, to be honest. Simplify, number 9, simplifies follow-up. You can check in sooner and guide customers through their first results. Absolutely true. So I meet you, let's say I go to lunch with my friend or coffee with my friend, and she brings you. And we're chit-chatting, and I'm making my pink drink or my bee charged, and you're like, what's that? So I start telling her, oh my gosh, my favorite, da 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 da. And they go, well, do you have any? And I go, oh no, I don't. I'd have to order it for you. That doesn't look very good. That's not really a confidence builder. And number 10 positions you as a professional. So inventory shows you treat your business like a business, not a hobby. My very first mentor told me if you opened up a shoe store and your first customer came in and they said, "Hey, I really want to buy a pair of shoes," and you're like, "Oh, I don't have any." You don't have a shoe store. You just have a room with a name on the front. So when you open up a store, even though you work from home, this is your storefront. You're the CEO of your own business. So this is your storefront. If you don't have anything to share or to sell, you're kind of not in business. So with that, okay, making sure nothing's in the chat. Tomorrow, this will be posted on HeidiWhitehair.com. Be hip, training replays. Go on there. There's a whole bunch of information because we don't have our resource center set up yet because we're going to a new platform. So that's a place where anybody can go to look for things. And it's not on Facebook. They don't have to do the whole scrolling thing to try and find it. And every day, the day after I actually do this training is when it will be posted. So you can get the first 8 and tomorrow you can get number 9. It'll be posted there. So with that, everyone, thank you for joining. I'll see you later.